Repping that John Deere, yes sir. I'm not working for them. Anyway. Am I? No, I'm not.
That's gonna come off wrong. That's gonna come off wrong.
No, it's not. What do you mean? I'm not working for John Deere.
Yeah, you said I'm working for John Deere.
Yeah, but I'm not. That's like the joke.
And Caterpillar won't find it funny.
Caterpillar is not going to see this.
You don't know that.
If they see this, then, oh well, I'm joking. I'm not working for them. Anyway, welcome to the Living Proof Podcast. Here today with my roommate, Brandon. Bro is camera shy for whatever reason. I have no idea.
Thanks for pointing that out.
Hey, no one cares, bro. I'm camera shy, yet I'm here.
I'm good now. I'm good
Okay.
now. Yeah.
Anyway, first of all, how's your day, man? How's your day going?
Pretty good. How's your day?
Yeah. It was mid. Bro, I didn't do anything. It was like yesterday. You know, yesterday I was trying to do my CS and I couldn't.
Yeah.
Today I was trying to do, like, I came back to, like, do notes for this. And I just started, like, practicing Rocket League. I didn't even actually do anything. I wasn't productive at all. And then I was sitting in my lunch with my friends and they were like, hey, bro, you had any more classes? I'm like, no. They were like, did you have a class at all today? I'm like, no. I mean, technically I did, but I didn't go. But
Well, you had a chill day, so.
yeah, but, like, I don't know. Wednesdays are my most chill days, but I feel, like, unproductive in a way.
Yeah, I feel it.
Kind of, just because...
But, like, the rest of the days of the week balance it out.
Yeah, except Fridays. Mondays and Wednesdays are my easiest days. I guess Monday. Because I only have 3 classes Monday. I have 2 classes today. Now I have 1 and 2, because TAM doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah, your TAM's done.
Bro still has to go to TAM. That sucks, bro.
I don't have a final, so there's benefits.
You do have a final, though.
I've just had the cumulative.
Yeah, that's pretty much a final, bro.
But you have another.
It's a final for, like, half the course.
But you have, like, another final, though. I don't have.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
What do you mean?
That's the thing. Like, you have 2 tests, but you end early. I have 1, and I go the whole time.
I have 2 tests.
Yeah.
For what?
10.
No, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I have 1.
How do you think that?
1? What? Okay, anyway. Today we're going to be talking about loyalty because that's just the reason. I don't know. Bro brought it up, so... where is this at? Starting verses for today. Ruth 1:16-17. But Ruth said, do not urge me to leave you or to return from following you. For where you go, I will go, and where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God, my God. Where you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord do so to me, and more also, if anything but death parts me from you. So if you're not familiar with the little story of Ruth, well, this is like the beginning of Ruth. But, like, Naomi was married to this Ephraimite. I think that's how you say it. That's like their ethnicity. They're married to each other, and then her husband died in war, so then she became a widow with 2 daughters. And Naomi, first daughter, wanted to go, like, she urged them to, like, leave her so that they could go back to where they could practice their religion in peace, you know? But the first daughter was like, okay, I'll do that, but then Ruth was like, no, and she was, like, staying loyal to her side. So that was kind of, like, where I kind of got that from. So, like, yeah. First I'm going to ask, like, what do you define as, like, loyalty? Like, what is loyalty to you? Like, what kind of, like, the basis of that?
Well, it's actually funny you say that. So I always think of a song when loyalty comes up. It's a 21 Savage song.
Hey, bro, I know. I'm going to talk about that later. It's fine.
Okay. But, yeah, that's kind of how I see it. It's pretty much being willing to stick by someone, no matter what feelings you have towards them, just having their back and helping them out. Kind of like a parent in a way. I feel like even if you hate your kid, you're still gonna, or you don't agree with them, you're still gonna be there for them and help them out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess I agree with that. I don't. Some parents are just like bad parents though. Like they.
But yeah, but like an ideal good parent.
Ideal parent.
That's like how you would. Be.
I mean, yeah.
It's like a responsibility you kind of just have as a parent when you make a kid.
Yeah, but then is it like a choice though? Because loyalty not like a choice? Because if you're loyal, like loyalty as a parent, then you're like.
As a parent, I don't think it's
it's like an obligation kind of thing.
It is an obligation, but I feel like it's a. Like if you have loyalty for somebody, that's a choice. Well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Because loyalty, I feel like loyalty is an action. It's not just like passive. I feel like you can't be passively loyal to someone because if you're just sitting there like just sitting in like a connection with somebody, you can't really actively be down for that person throughout like any situation or anything like that. It's like more of a I'm just here for the ride kind of thing, and if something happens then oh well, we crash and burn. But like, if you're loyal for someone, you're gonna stick up for them and be like, if something happens, I'm gonna be here for you and like try to make it right kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not like I'm just gonna sit here. You know, if this happens, then who really cares kind of thing. So it's like kind of weird, but
If you're loyal, you're loyal. I don't think there's an in between, at least with loyalty.
I think so. Yeah.
That's how I see
I think there's like a different. It's weird when it comes into play of like loyalty between like two different people kind of thing, and I think that's like that becomes into like I don't even know. You know how like girls, no offense, but like girls will like girls will be like, you either choose the game or me, or like you choose your friend or me, or like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
In that sense, it's like loyalty is like a loyalty to what you've known kind of longer thing. Like if you've known your friend for years, and then you've known your girlfriend for like a year, maybe 2 years, then like which one are you gonna choose? Because on one hand, you're like, that's the person you want to be with for the rest of your life.
Mm-hmm.
On another hand, that's the person you've built a connection with over like many years. So it's like you can be. I feel you want to be loyal to both, but in being loyal to both, you're also loyal to neither because you don't pick a side kind of thing. So that's like, I just feel like that's weird.
I feel like that's how it is, though. I mean, it's almost like, yeah, you can't be truly loyal to two things, I feel.
Yeah.
You can show loyalty, like, properties to multiple things, but, like, by definition, I don't think you can be loyal to two things, especially if they're opposing.
Yeah.
It's mainly if they're opposing.
Because the Bible talks about Matthew 6:24. It's like you can't serve two masters. Like you can't love God and money. So I feel like you can't be loyal to two people at the same time because they're like two. They're not the same person. You can't be too loyal to two. I can't be trying to go left and trying to go right and make it work out.
I've never seen a rich person like keep faith through their.
Hey, trust, bro. Trust. When I'm on the come up, hey, God be the glory, bro.
I hope you prove me wrong. When you like go into like celebrities and stuff and businessmen, like CEOs, like people that high, like sometimes, actually not sometimes, like most times you don't see them like keep their morals.
I mean, yeah.
But that's just like a trend. I mean, there's probably somebody out there that's disproving.
No, yeah, I feel like the people that are out there that do keep their faith, they aren't really talked about. Because you only talk about like the people that are entrepreneurs or billionaires that make money on their own and like make a name for themselves. And I feel like people that truly are for God, that are millionaires or billionaires, don't advertise that about themselves. So you wouldn't really know that they even exist.
Yeah.
They'll be just walking on the street one day and like give someone like $100,000 and no one would know. Because they don't like advertise that to the world, like, oh, I'm such a great person, I started this business, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But you would know that based on like their character or how they carry themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like same, I guess. Yeah, because you're not gonna be loyal to money. You're loyal to God, and you just have money.
Yeah.
So
money's an asset. You can't really be loyal to an asset.
Yeah.
I feel.
In the same way, I feel like you can't be, like if I have my friend and my girlfriend, I can say I'm loyal to one or the other, but it'll be because of that loyalty to the one person. But then I would never want to be in that situation, bro, because how do you choose?
I mean, that's the thing though. You wouldn't want your friend or your girlfriend to make that the situation where it's opposing.
Yeah. I'm like,
they should kind of work together. And
I feel like because you can't like want to choose. I don't want someone to choose me over like their other friend that they've known for like 15 years. Yeah, I want to be valued, but like there's a level. Like, it's balance, you know? Like, balance... Obviously, if you've known someone for, like, 15 years, you're going to talk to them more than you talk to me. That's fine. But, I don't... Like, just still treat me with value. Like, we're still friends. Like, it has to be, like, some sort of, like, value or something, I guess.
Yeah, that makes sense, yeah.
But, I don't know. It's a little convoluted topic. Another question was, like, is there ever a time where, like, loyalty would come in, like, the way of, like, other traits in your life kind of thing? Like, if you had to have compassion on someone or, like... If you had to care for somebody, but that's like being disloyal to another person, like would that ever pop up in your mind as like a red flag kind of thing or what?
I mean, I'm thinking of a really specific example right now.
Nah, speak.
Speak. Shoot. It depends on how I see the situation. If I feel like one person is causing me to go against what I would usually do or what I don't think is right, to be loyal to them, then I see that as a red flag.
Mm.
But if the other person is saying, hey, be loyal to me because you have to, then like if they're trying to get me to change to stay loyal to them, I think I just repeated myself. If either person on that side is trying to get me to go against how I am or change, I see that as a red flag.
Mm.
At least change for a bad reason, because you can change for good reasons too.
No, that's fair. I feel like it. I don't know. It kind of comes up like if I'm like a really caring person, right? Like I go around trying to help everybody that I can, trying to like be a selfless person.
Yeah.
Say I get into a relationship then, or scratch that example. Say I'm like a soldier in a war, right? And I then, like, I know some friends and family that live in a country that I'm deployed in.
Okay.
And I happen to come across like a whole city that I know they live in, that I know they have friends in, and I'm supposed to like decimate that city for whatever reason, loyalty to my country or whatever.
Yeah.
I feel like that would like conflict with me, because on one hand they're my friends, like I know them and I love them. On the other hand, we are literally sent with the mission of like, you know.
Yeah. And that's when the problem I was talking about arises, because then, you know, being loyal to the country, I feel like you can be upset that the country's making you go against your family, but it's hard to be mad at your family for being family.
That's what I was saying, bro.
Like you like, why are you my family? I gotta kill you.
Like, God, this is born, man.
Like it's like that. That's when you weigh the options, I feel like.
Yeah.
But it is tough.
I feel like me personally, I just couldn't make a decision. I'm terrible with. I was thinking about it yesterday. Like I'm low-key terrible with decisions like that, because choosing like the greater of two goods in a sense, or the greater of two goods or the lesser of two evils. I suck at doing that, because in both scenarios, like there's an optimal and a non-optimal result, and so I'm like, how do I pick between two bad things and two good things? Because like I save my family, then probably get kicked out of the army or whatever. If I want to do that, then like that's my job, that's my living. If I'm loyal to the country, I lose my family, but like I still go on living in a sense. I still have what I'm loyal to, so it's like I don't know. I feel like that's a weird example, because obviously if you're in the military, you're gonna be like prepared to kill people. But even then, people in the military aren't even prepared to kill people. Some people have to like take leave from their service because of what they've seen and what they've gone through. So it's like, even being in a situation like that, being prepared for that still might not prepare me or get me ready enough for going through the act of like, I don't even know why I'm talking about this. Anyway, back to what I'm just like, if there's ever a time where loyalty has to come between, like loyalty makes someone come between like me and a friend, then I feel like that loyalty is like to the wrong thing in a sense. Because God, like even being loyal to God will never make me choose between like one family member or another family member. Yeah. Because of like some random dispute going on. And I feel like that's not every single case, because you can have family members that are like really nice to you, or family members that are mean to you in both situations, and then you'll have people on the outside telling you, hey, they're your parents, you should be nice to them, blah blah blah. And like, if you don't feel comfortable in that space, then why would you be loyal to somebody that doesn't even, you know, like you or talk to you? And I feel like those parents are going against God, like example, to be like loving parents and love your children. So I feel like then they're going against God's authority. You don't have to follow their example, because they're going against the ultimate authority. So it's like, you don't have to be loyal to them because they're not loyal to God, kind of thing. Yeah. So I feel like even if you're loyal to God, it'll never lead you away from. It won't lead you away from who you're supposed to be around or who you're supposed to be loyal to, in a sense. But I don't know if that's. I don't know.
No, that is fair, because I mean, parents, one, they're not always going to be perfect, and two, you're not always going to agree with them. I mean, I feel like that there's a lot of contrast, like when you compare it to God.
Yeah.
So, I do agree with it.
That's fair.
I do.
Yeah. You got the Proverbs 17:7 saying, "A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for adversity." So I feel like someone's truly down for you, bro. They're not gonna not care about you. And I say that because there's like my next point being loyalty versus love. Mm-hmm. At like what point does it become only loyalty and not love, or only love and not loyalty? Like, does loyalty ever, like... I keep saying like, man, I've never said like this much in my life. Does loyalty ever rival love in a sense that it doesn't... There's no longer love, it's just you want to be loyal to somebody. And that's, like, you know, the 21 Savage song you were saying, like, you'd rather have loyalty than love. But at what point is it love and loyalty, or what point is it loyalty and not love, or love and not loyalty?
It's interesting because I've never been in that exact situation where it's one over the other. They usually work hand in hand for me. But I know there's situations where one's definitely prevailing over the other. So it's difficult. I don't know. I guess maybe for loyalty, I guess you can think of it as maybe like a marriage. Yeah, maybe. Cause like I feel like with time, if you're with somebody so long, you establish a loyalty, even if, you know, in some marriages, like, love diminishes over time. So maybe it's not that extreme to where there's no love in the relationship and it's just like us being loyal. But I mean, off the top of my head, that's the first thing I think of. It's kind of weird to love without being loyal at all.
That is true. But I mean, like...
But maybe in a toxic relationship, I don't know.
Because even in, like, toxic relationships, they're like... If you love someone and you're not loyal to them, I feel like that's... No, because then that is weird. Because you're like... Say you cheat on someone. You love them, but you're not loyal to them. Like, they'll be like, oh, but if you love them, then you wouldn't be not loyal to them in the first place.
It's
so
almost
it's like...
counterintuitive.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't... Yeah.
But I don't... I'm trying to think, because I've had... I feel like there's one experience that I went through that was like that.
Yeah.
I don't even know... When was it? Trying to think. It was like 2021-ish.
Yeah.
2020 or 2021. There was one person that I was talking to.
Okay.
And they were very adamant that I was, like, not talking to any other people, right? And so I wasn't at the time, but before I wasn't, like, talking to other people while talking to her. I was just talking to other people, like, in general, like, having conversations about like whatever. And so for whatever stupid reason, I gave her, like, access to my Snapchat account, right? And she...
Oh, you gave her the login?
Yes, bro.
Oh.
Don't ask why. I thought it was a nice idea at the time. I was a 14, idiotic move. But anyway.
I mean, you live and learn. Just...
Yeah.
What else?
She went through... I don't know how far down she scrolled through my chats. And she found, like, old conversations that I've had with other people. I don't even know how you, like, pick and choose to find the conversations that I had. But she brought them all up to me, and she was like, so what is this about wanting to be with so-and-so and not, like, why was I not ever mentioned? I'm like, dog, first of all, that was, like, months ago. I didn't even meet you then.
Yeah.
2, it's like, she was, like, forcing me to be like, so do you want her or do you want me kind of thing? I'm like, dude, I don't even want them anymore. It's like...
Yeah.
I care about them, cool, yeah, but, like, I picked you. I'm choosing to be loyal to you, so it's like, it doesn't matter what the other quote-unquote options are. But then it's like, do I love her enough to like, block? I mean, that's just loyalty as well. Like, love is loyalty in a sense, because if I'm loyal to her and saying, oh, I'm not with this person, or I'm not talking to these people anymore, I didn't speak to them since I was with her. Like, that's why she had to scroll so far down. I didn't talk to them until she was, like, there. Or I didn't talk to them after she was there. Like, before we were having conversations, the second I committed to her, dropped everybody else. But she doesn't want to talk about that. She only wants to talk about the conversations I had before we were together. But anyway.
I mean, I don't think you did anything wrong, but that's another conversation.
I don't want to say I was right or wrong. Part of me was wrong back then, part of me was right. And that's also a topic for another day. But I'm just saying, like, in choosing her over... And then there were times where I was playing video games with Kenji and all them. Yeah. And she was like, why are you not playing games with me? I'm like, dog, I've known these people for how many years that I'm just playing games with them every single day? Because that was like COVID. I didn't even see anybody, bro. So, like, we bonded over quarantine. And so that school year, 2021, We just played games all the time whenever I got home and whenever I wasn't swimming. But then she wanted me to play games with her all of a sudden, and I'm like,
yeah,
that I'm rather much be loyal to these guys as opposed to you. Not because I don't care about you, not because I don't love you, but it's like choosing the people I trust and can know over a long time as opposed to the person I met a couple months ago.
But she just has to realize that, though, and be mature. Because, I mean, like, obviously you're going to pick your day ones over someone you just met. You can still care about the person you just met, but, like, that's just how the
Yeah,
game
but then
goes.
who could you classify that as being unloyal, or is that just a different level of loyalty?
Well, you have to, I feel like loyalty you have to kind of build up. And it's not established at that point if you just met him. I feel like it's progressive.
I mean, yeah.
Unless it's just, I mean, sure, you could just be like, okay, from now, I'm going to give you all my attention and all my love, but that's not how, like, a relationship
That is
works.
not how a relationship
You build
works,
relationships with people that are progressive, so loyalty is therefore also progressive. That's how I see it.
Yeah, I think that's true. It's just, what in the world was that? Did
That
you
was
also get that?
Yeah, it was Abdul.
I was like, what? But no, I'm just like, that's crazy to think about that, like, people make you choose between one or the other when one shouldn't even be like that. Like, if you're loyal, if you love your spouse and care about them, you're gonna respect who they're loyal to.
Yeah.
And it's not even a matter of they think things are more important than you. It's just that if I had a job for 5 years and then some other activity that I'm in came about, that job for 5 years is going to take precedence over my other activity that I picked up more recently, just because I'm more committed to it. I've incorporated it into my schedule, into my lifestyle.
Yeah.
And am I loyal to both? Yeah, but I can only give so much time to one thing as opposed to the other. So it's like, then loyalty shows through actions as opposed to me just saying, oh yeah, I'm loyal to that and I'm loyal to this job, but I can only go to this 1 time a week. I'm going to go to this 4 times a week.
Yeah.
So it's like, loyalty is then shown through actions as opposed to just my words, which is probably like another thing that loyalty, people say loyalty isn't love, because if you love me, you do this, blah, 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 blah. And so it's like, you can love someone but not be loyal to them in the sense that you can do all these actions for them, but if someone else popped up, you'd leave in a heartbeat. And then loyalty and not love, where you don't really show that you love them at all, but if they needed you to be there, you'll be there. And I feel like I've seen like situations on the internet where people do that, where they're like, your boyfriend doesn't even love you for real, bro. Like, he makes fun of you all the time, but that's the way they interact. You may think it's not love, but he's still loyal to her and he still loves her. He just doesn't show it the way that normal people show it. And I don't know. I feel like I'm also in that category, but that's a topic I feel like for another day, because I'm not one to show affection the same one way everybody else shows affection, so my love may not be seen as love, but I'm still loyal to people. And so people may consider it loyalty without love, but I have love and loyalty for people. I just don't show my love. Like, I love my brother with all my heart.
Yeah.
Does he ever, like, think that from the way I act? Probably not. Just because I don't show it, like, I'm not going to go up to him, hug him, and be like, hey, man, how's it going?
Yeah.
Like, the second I see him, I'm just going to say, look at this dude. Like, actual NPC, bro. Like, I'm just going to clown him. That's just how I am. Yeah. Same way with, like, any of my friends. I don't say, man, I appreciate you. Like, I love you. You're such a great friend. I appreciate you all the time, bro. But, like, I'll go up to him and say, what are you doing? You're actually a bot. Like, start clowning him for no reason at all. Because that's just the way I show affection. Like, I show affection in that way. Yeah. So, if someone interprets that differently, they could say, oh, yeah, he doesn't love me, but he's still loyal for me. But no, it's like a little mix of both. Like, I love them and I'm loyal to them. I love them because I know, like, I act that way because I love them, but I'm loyal to them because they know I'm going to be there all the time, no matter what kind of thing.
Yeah, and I agree with that, too, because, like, first for me, when I first met you.
What does it even mean?
Hold on. So, like, when I would see my friends, like, we would, like, say what's up, right? And then, like, that's how I know, like, if we always say what's up, we see each other, it's cool. With you, when you would see me, and you would just be like, look at this dude, I'd be like, bro, what the... But, like, as I grow to know you, like, I recognize, like, that's just, like, your way of doing it.
Yeah.
And it's the same effect. But, like, people just show it in different ways, but it can mean the same thing. Mm-hmm. Like, I know you don't have ill intent when you do it. Like, you're just being cool with me. And I'm like, all right, so that's why I'm cool with it now. But before I'd be like, oh.
Why didn't you say something, bro? I feel bad.
No, because it's like, because like I'm like growing to know you. I'm not just gonna be like instantly like, bro, what's wrong with you? I'm like, okay, like that's different, but I'm still getting to know this guy. And then as you do it more, you know, and then like you mix it in with things like, hey, can you like bring my iClicker to class or something? You're like, yeah, I got you, no problem.
Yeah,
it's like things like that. It's like,
yeah, because I'm just not bullying for you for no reason, bro.
Yeah.
Like, if I just did that all the time with like no other acts.
Yeah, if you only did mean things, I'd be like, okay, he doesn't like me person. But like if it's like you do interesting things that I'm not used to.
Okay, interesting is a crazy word for it. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
When you do new things that I'm not used to. And then, like, as time goes on, I learned that that's just how you are. I'm like, okay, you know, I'm cool with it. Because I know you have good intent, and I like good intent, so.
Yeah, I feel like that's also a thing with, like... I mean, it's just, like, a thing I see with people around me. Like, my brother, just to give an example, my brother always comes up to me and clowns me. And if I'm in the wrong mindset, like, I won't perceive that as care and love. Like, when I first got my haircut, bro, like, bro came up to me and he was like, what is that? I'm like, bro, what did I do to you? I didn't even want to hear it because I was like, I know bro's going to clown me for it, so I just walked away. And then later on he checked on me and he was like, are you good? I didn't mean that. That's just like what I always do. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was just in a bad mood. So it's like, even if I'm in a bad mood, I'm not going to perceive it the way they want me to perceive it. Yeah. Like, I didn't perceive that as him being funny. I perceived it as him, like, insulting me in a way. So it was like... Yeah. And then I just took some second to cool down. I'm like, that's fine. But if you're in a bad little spot, you're not going to see people's acts of love or loyalty as acts of love and loyalty. So then it becomes misconstrued, and they're like, oh, this person doesn't love me, they're not loyal for me, but it might just be the headspace you're in kind of thing that you won't be able to see. You won't be able to recognize which actions are love and which actions are... loyalty, or both, or neither, in a sense.
But that's why it's important, like, after he did that. Like, because you would do it, too. Like, you would, like, annoy me and then come up and be like, yo, you good? Like, okay, so I know we're cool.
Yeah, because I feel like if you don't communicate that after the fact, then it's just like...
Yeah, it's just like, okay, you just bothering me. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all good in the end.
And I feel like that's also a thing with being loyal to someone. Because if you're loyal... Like, say, I do have to choose between two people one day. Yeah. And I pick the one person... Yeah. But if I love the other person as well, I'm going to go talk to them and check up on them and be like, hey, are you good? Are you okay? Can we talk about this? So we're, like, you know, at a mutual agreement and understanding why I made the decision that I made. I feel like if you love someone and care about them, you'll go to that effort to make that communication as opposed to just being loyal. Because then there's loyalty without love. Like, you're loyal to one person and you don't love the other person in a sense. Or, in a sense, or the other way around, like, I'm loyal to this person, but I don't love them. Yeah. So then I do these actions for them, but behind the scenes I'm still hanging out with this person, chilling, loving them, and this other person doesn't even know. I feel like that's the basis of cheating. Cheating. What is cheating, bro? I feel like that's the basis of cheating. You're loyal to one person and then you love the other person, or you think you love the other person. That's the whole another story for another day. But you're loyal to this person. You do acts for them while you're with them. You hang out, cuddle. Make them think that you like them and love them or whatever. But then you've met somebody else that you are infatuated with and you're in the little falling in love stage. So you think you love them and then you go to them and stuff like that. That has to do with honeymoon stage and all that nonsense that I don't want to get into. But that's like another example of just demonstrating acts of loyalty and then demonstrating acts of love. Yeah. But they're supposed to be the same thing. Love doesn't disappear. If you truly love someone, it's not going to disappear as time goes on, right? Yeah. Like, it's going to be prevalent no matter how... Who's texting me? Oh, it's my stand goal. It always does. I'm not even standing up, and it'll say, almost there, you've reached your stand goal. I'm like, dude, I'm sitting down. I don't know what is on. Yeah, keep moving for one more minute.
I think it's because my watch is old, though. I think that's why it doesn't even know anymore.
It doesn't even care.
Like, sometimes it thinks I'm walking when I'm sitting down. So.
But yeah, I'm just saying, like, what was I saying? I tweaked. Anyway. Dude, I lost my train of thought. Stupid stand goal. Anyway,
the communication is key though, because I feel like you can talk to people like what you just said. That's what you were saying. You're talking about the two lovers.
Oh yeah.
If you communicate that to both, there's obviously boundaries with loyalty and love. So that's when, you know, when you communicate those things, you choose how you want to go about it. But Yeah, I feel like communication's key in it all.
Yeah, and like love doesn't. Oh, that was what I was saying. Love doesn't go away as like time goes on.
Yeah,
it's like if I love someone, if I truly genuinely love someone, the amount of time that passes won't take that away. You won't feel the same way. Like you'll feel like the little butterflies in your stomach go away, and you won't feel as like, oh man, I'm so head over heels for this person. But you'll still care. You'll still feel care about them, and you'll still be. Then it takes. I feel like then it goes into the territory of loyalty in a sense that like you have to then choose that person every single day as opposed to trying to find somebody else to have that little butterfly feeling with. And that's, I feel like that's why a lot of people cheat, because they get like the little butterfly high that they're on, and then they don't know how to not be on that, so then they look for that in everybody, and they can't settle with one person, so they go around 50 million people, and they're like, oh man, this is great, and then the second that feeling goes away, they just go cheat and find somebody else. But they still want that first connection. For whatever reason, I don't even know. Like, if you don't feel that anymore, just, like, leave.
Yeah.
Is it an issue you have to resolve because eventually you'll have nobody? Yeah, but if you don't feel that little feeling you're looking for with somebody, just leave, bro.
At least communicate it at the very least. Don't just go cheat.
Exactly.
Without saying that.
Like, you can just communicate it and then things will be fine. But people don't communicate.
They don't.
How does this relate to God? Because God is loyal to us in the sense that he loves us, but he also, like, you know, chooses us. So it's like, even if I am loved by somebody and this dude better.
That's okay.
In the same sense that I love somebody, or somebody loves me, I love them, but I'm loyal to somebody else, and so there's like a whole little affair going on. God doesn't do that with us. God doesn't. He's not loyal to us and loves somebody else. He loves us all equally. He's loyal to all of us equally, and so he's not favoring one over the other. He doesn't give us benefits and not give another person benefits. He's equal, loving and caring to all of us, and I think that's important to realize, because you're looking for someone to be down for you 100% of the time, never leave your side, never throw you under the bus for another person. God is that person, bro. Like, Christ will always be down for you. Bro died for you. What greater act is this that a man? What greater act of love is this that a man laid down his life for his friend, bro? God died for us. So it's like, what else? What else could you look for, bro? What else could you look for? And then once you get that feeling of God being in your heart, you'll never want to cheat, bro. It's not. It's not even like a thing of like, oh, I want to look for this high anywhere else, because you only get it from God. You can only get true, genuine love and like affection from God. Because his action is the most surefire action of love, bro. Dying on the cross for our sins. What greater act of love? So, like, if you're looking for love, if you're looking for someone that's loyal and down for you, God is that person, bro. Another, like, point that I can't click on, apparently, that's cool, is loyalty versus honesty, right? I'm sure you've heard, like, that situations arise like this, where you have to tell someone, like, something they don't want to hear. So you can either choose to be honest with them and tell them that truth, or you can choose to be loyal to them and tell them a lie. What would you do?
Oof. Well, dang. The good thing to do, I feel like it's situational. I
mean, situation. Yeah, what?
But that's
in like a general situation, what would you do? Because obviously there's different. Say like someone, I don't know, like you hit their car or something.
Yeah. And
you're just having a normal conversation. They're like, man, I can't wait to go drive my car. What are you gonna do? Like, they ask you like, hey, is my car fine? Like, they ask you to drive your car for a second, and then they ask you, is my car fine? Like, what are you gonna say? Are you gonna tell them the truth, or are you gonna be loyal to them and just make them happy?
Well, generally, I would tell them as soon as it happened. That's what I aim to do.
Aim.
Yeah. It doesn't always go perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Because I'd be lying if I said I never lied to protect feelings, but it's only short term. It's always good to just tell the truth. Honestly, but it's understandable why in the situation it would seem like a better idea to lie. But I feel like in the long term, to have like the peace of mind and all that for both parties, you want to tell the truth. Yeah.
I agree with that, because there has never been. My dad always used to say that every time you tell a lie, the truth will always come out. I don't think there's ever been a time in my entire life where the truth has not come out, bro.
That is true.
Like, a really, really niche example. When I was at home, I used to like eat snacks in my room, right? And so there's one day I had the whole box of Cheez-Its. I just brought it out to my room.
Yeah.
And my mom came downstairs earlier that day, and she was like, "Were there all Cheez-Its in here? Where'd they go?" I was like, "No idea, man. Beats me. They just disappeared." And so she never found them, right? I ate the Cheez-Its, had a box left over, didn't want to take it downstairs, so I just put it in my closet. For whatever, I don't know why I did that, but I just put it in my closet, right?
Yeah.
Months go by, and my mom comes to my room to clean out my closet for some giveaway she's doing.
Yeah.
And she found the empty Cheez-It box. She's like, "What is this doing here?" I'm like, "No idea, man." She didn't associate that it was a Cheez-It box from like 5 months ago.
Yeah.
But that just goes to show, like, I completely forgot about it. She completely forgot about it. But even then, like, it still comes to light in the sense that it may not get punishment for it. Like, I didn't get punished for that. Like, she had no idea that was from 5-6 months ago. But the fact remains that the box was still found even when everyone forgot about it. Like, it still came to light in some way, shape, or form. So I feel if you tell a lie to protect someone's feelings, that will eventually come out. And then you seem disloyal, you seem like you don't care about them, and you're not honest. So all three of the points that we've even been talking about, they just get flipped if that lie comes to right. So I feel like if you want to care about someone and if you're loyal to them, you will actually tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Because you telling them what you need to hear, or telling them what they need to hear instead of telling them what they want to hear, is more important. Or telling them what they need to hear is more important, because they may be upset with you for the time being, but they will grow as a person for it, and they will then become better for that. They won't hate you for it. They may be upset for a while, but if they truly care about you, they'll still be your friend.
Yeah.
If the friendship is tarnished because of it, then that's just how it had to be. But they will grow as a person, and you will grow as a person because of that.
Yeah.
And you're honest for it. Like, that's just, one, is part of God's plan. Two, it's just like, it's the way things go. So it's, I feel like telling the truth is always the way to go, and that's what I try to do now. I try to be as honest as I can with people.
Yeah.
And for friendships, that's cool. For relationships, not so cool. I don't know. Don't know if that's the best way to acquire. I say acquire to get a girlfriend, but
it's still good.
Yeah, I don't mind being upfront and honest with people.
Yeah, it's still, because then you're just, if anything, you're saving time. Because if you lie about something, and then it comes up later, and it's like, we talked about this like months before, and you never told me this whole time.
Right.
It'll like pierce them.
Yeah, and I feel like that proves you're not really loyal to them. Because if you're loyal to them, you're gonna be down for them. You're gonna be, you're gonna want to be open and honest with them, because you want them to trust you, and you want to be reliable to them, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, if I want to be loyal to somebody, and if I want someone to be loyal to me, I want there to be a sense of openness and connection between us. So if I'm lying, if I'm not telling the whole truth, then how is someone going to trust me? How is someone going to get to know me? How is someone going to know that I'm loyal if I'm not telling them the entire truth the entirety of the time?
Yeah.
Because you can then, after that, you could say you're loyal, but how do they believe you?
Exactly.
There's no reason to believe someone off of the fact that I lied earlier, so what's going to disprove me from lying again, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is why, if I like someone, bro, I will tell them. I will be honest. If someone asks me if I like them, I will tell them. I will be honest. If I'm trying to pursue someone, I will tell them, and I will be honest. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna say this generation, all these people, like, oh, you gotta be a nonchalant dreadhead, bro. You gotta act like you don't like them. You gotta act like you hate them, and then they'll come chasing after you, bro. And then you just got it. It's that easy. It's not that easy, bro. You have to take time to understand and know a person. It's not. You can't just be Duke Dennis, rizz up somebody, like, hit them with a smile, and then they're gonna be all over you. Like, that's not how that works. And even if that is how that works, then they only like you for your looks. They don't even know anything about you, bro. So then it's like,
it's best to just be yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
And being myself is just being honest and literally having no filter, because that is myself.
Well, okay. Well, I'm not saying all that. But
no filter in the sense of, like, saying, what's on my heart and not being...
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's
misconstrued about it, not like beating around the bush and being like, I want to say this, I want to tell them that I think they're really annoying, but I don't want to say that because I want to create further issues for myself down the line, so I'm going to hide it. Like, that doesn't, And not being honest with someone literally only creates issues down the line. It always creates issues down the line because, like I said, eventually the truth will come to light. In some conversation, in some way, shape, or form, they will find out what you lied about.
Yeah.
And so lying to get somebody, lying to prove your loyalty is just going to make you more unloyal, more dishonest. And it's going to seem like you don't love them. So it's like, man.
Mm-hmm.
And then another thing is like being what's it called? Being loyal to like your friend when they're being like slandered, you know? Like when you're in a group and someone's talking badly about your friend.
Oh, like gossip?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you gonna be loyal to that person, or are you gonna be loyal? Yeah, are you gonna be loyal to that person, or are you gonna be loyal to your friend? And tell them the honest truth and be like, hey, that's not cool, man.
See, it's a toss up. I got one specific situation. I don't know if I handled it the best way. I won't put names, but there was it was two people in a relationship we knew, and it was found out that one of them cheated, and ideally the other person should know, but I wasn't too close with the person that cheated. I wasn't that close with the person that was dating him. So that's why I took it upon myself to just stay out of it. It's not my business. But if I was loyal to, say, the friend that cheated, I don't know, because I don't like cheating. I'd probably talk to him and tell him, like, you got to own up about that. You got to be honest with them. And then if it was the person that got cheated on, I feel like there's a way to tell them, but I don't know if going up to them and saying they're cheating, and I have evidence. Actually, maybe it is the way. I don't know.
Cause I'm trying to think. Dude, this video stopped. I don't even think it's ever started. This is my issue.
That's kind of scary.
No, it's fine. I just upload without video. It's fine.
I don't know if they ever. Is it best for? I don't. If it's a cheating situation, I don't know if it's best for it to be worked out within the relationship, or if you should kind of come in between them to, like, say that something's going on, because I don't know if it's your business.
I think of it in a sense of like, you are, if you're friends with someone, right? You're in their little. Say that's someone's the president and you're the cabinet, for sake of metaphor. Okay. If you're in their cabinet, you're going to be one of their trusted advisors, right? And so if you see that they're running something incorrectly or see that they're doing something incorrectly, you're going to want to tell them and let them know so they can, make a change. Yeah. Your role is like an advisor, though. You're not going to want to take their position and run their country. Yeah. So you're not going to want to step into their place and then make decisions on how they should run the country. You're just going to tell them what they should do. Yeah. They can either choose to not listen or listen, but because you're their advisor, it's like kind of their job to listen. They should want to listen because you only have their best interest in mind. Why is my finger bleeding? You only have their best interest in mind. So if they don't want your help, then that, I guess they think you're not loyal, but if you're loyal to them, then they're going to listen to you regardless, right? And then they're going to fix their little situation. So in the sense of cheating, like, you're in their cabinet, but you're not the president. You can't really make decisions on behalf of him in their relationship. You can only tell him what to do and advise him on what he's doing, in a sense. Because like you said, I don't think it's your business to go in and tell the other person. Now, if they're doing it for a really long time, and you've told them multiple times to stop, then you would take over, because president's doing bad things for a while. He's gonna get impeached. Someone's gonna take his place, right? Yeah. So, in the same sense, if they're doing that for a while, then you gotta step in and then take action, because clearly nothing's happening. That's good.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So in that sense, you would then. That's still even an act of loyalty, because you're trying to help the dude by fixing his little situation, whatever's going on. Yeah. So then you tell the person, be like, hey, I actually don't think this started because this is running fine. That's unfortunate. Oh well. Yeah. But you just tell the person because they were, they were. I'm trying to find the word, dude. they were in that relationship. They were in that going through that circumstance where they needed, they expected loyalty and trust out of the person. So if they're not giving them loyalty or trust or honesty, then as our job is like Christian people is to just like be honest and to help other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if we're trying to be honest and help other people, we got to then step in and try and make a situation right. Because we can leave it up to God, and we can leave it up to His judgment. But when He's giving us like clear sign to act. Like if that's my friend that keeps, like if the situation keeps coming up over and over and over again, and I have clear ability to do something about it, I'm gonna probably do something about it because God's probably, telling me like, hey, you should probably do something about this.
Yeah.
If it keeps getting brought up, if you keep hearing about it, and it keeps bothering your heart, but if it's like the first time I hear about it, I'll be like, hey man, that's not cool. Especially if I know them and I know that they're not that type of person.
Yeah.
Then I know either one, something's going on, or two, like it's just bro's just not thinking. Because why would you be doing that if I've known you for all these years and you've never been that type of person? So it's like, if I know my friend, I'm just gonna tell him, hey, that's not cool, and expect him to fix it. And if he doesn't fix it, then I'm gonna have to get involved, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I feel like if you're loyal to someone, a word of admonition, sometimes at speaking about it and having an actual in-depth person conversation is more effective than just taking action yourself.
Yeah.
Because then in a sense, you're kind of playing God and like saying, oh, this is how it should be, this is justice, and if you don't agree, you're wrong. And now it could align with God's ideals of justice.
Yeah.
But you don't know what His plan is. You don't know what His intentions were for justice for that person. You don't know what His intentions were for how it was going to get found out. So if He calls you to act, then yeah, but at first thing, you're not just going to assume every decision is just an incitation for you to act.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's not going to be your job all the time.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, I'm not covering every single niche situation, so something that I may have just said may not be the most applicable in every circumstance, but for the most part, I think it's, accurate.
Yeah.
More or less.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
It's tough.
It's just weird. Weird situations to think about, but I think loyalty is derived from God in the sense that He's always loyal to us.
Mm-hmm.
I think this for every single emotion you could ever have or every single experience, but if you experience anything from God, that is the fullest experience of it you can ever get.
Yeah.
So any embodiment of that you exhibit to others is going to be from God. Like, you experience God's love, that's the fullest act of love you're ever going to get. So then you can more accurately portray that love to others.
Yeah.
You experience loyalty, that's the most accurate example of loyalty you're ever going to get, so you're going to experience that more accurately to others, and so on and so forth. So, like, everything you experience from God, that's the best version of it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can exemplify it to other people to the best of your ability, to the better of your ability.
It kind of serves like a blueprint. I mean, you can't like completely match a blueprint, but you can go off of it and take what you know.
No, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
And I think that's God. God literally is the blueprint. The Bible and God is literally the blueprint. So it's like, if you want to live a good life and want to be loyal and want to, be a good person, follow God's example, man. Follow that blueprint in the Bible and follow the blueprint of Jesus' life, because that's exactly how we should live. Jesus was loyal to God, man.
Yep.
Every time it got brought up, He was loyal to His Father. I came to do the work of the Father. That's what He said every time. Did miracles, God got the glory. Did teachings, God got the glory. Led the disciples, God got the glory. Every single time. Bro was never not loyal to God. Even in his dying moments. Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do.
Yep.
Still loyal to God. Still talking to God on his deathbed, in a sense. So even then, it's like, man, why, if Jesus Christ, the most perfect human being, was loyal at all times, why should I not be loyal? Or why should I be unloyal to my friends or to anybody? So it's just like, some food for thought.
Yeah.
That being said, I think it's been like an hour. I'm tired.
I'm tired.
This thing, I'm surprised. Okay, my watch just tripped out again. I'm surprised it just cut. Like, I know I pressed and started it. I think I just cut it like the middle part. Or maybe I never started. I don't even know. So I don't know what I'm going to do when I post a clip. But, oh well. Yeah, that election, man. I'm not talking about that. Anyway, that's about it. See you guys next week.
See y'all.
I'm always afraid that this is the issue. Like, if this is not recording, I'm cooked.
Oh yeah, we can't just have video of us talking with no audio.